Good morning, welcome back. It's Amanda. Y'all, it is like an amazing day already because it was 65 degrees outside. That has put me in the fall baking mood. Of course, I've been baking even though it's hot anyway, but this just gave me a little extra incentive to do an apple cake, which I've been wanting to do. This is a Frugal Friday foodie. This is an absolutely frugal meal. This is dessert, and it has luscious apples, which we start seeing this time of the year. I have a few apples left. Yes, this keeps getting lower. I have just enough left to make this apple cake with. Guys, these ingredients are simple for this apple cake. I promise you, it is the most moist, luscious apple cake you have ever tasted, and it uses pantry ingredients. Pantry ingredients are eggs, flour, oil, sugar, cinnamon, vanilla, salt, and of course apples. All of these things, if you keep a prepared pantry, you should already have them in there. You probably just need to go buy some apples. Maybe you've got some dehydrated apples. You can rehydrate them and use them as well. So let's go ahead and get started. First of all, I'm going to show you how I use this handy dandy apple peeler. It's probably about, I'm going to say it's over 5-6 years old. It's probably older than that. I'd say actually it's probably about almost a decade now. I need a new one because it doesn't align like it's supposed to, but it cuts absolutely uniform apples and slices, which I absolutely love. It makes things easier. It peels them, so all you have to do is chop them up and put them in this cake. I will put the recipe down in the description box. So come along and let's get a taste of fall on. The first thing I want to do is show you how I peel and do these apples that, like I said, make these absolutely amazing pieces. And all you have to do is cut them up. Get yourself a nice good apples. These are ginger gold apples. You take it, you pull this prong all the way back. By the way, I got this on Amazon 10 years ago. Take it, put it onto the prong, just like this. Very careful you don't stab yourself, because I have done that before. It seals to the counter. So you just take it, you start rolling it, and watch this bad boy go to work. Look at that. Peels, slices, and absolutely cores it for you. Y'all look at this. Beautiful, beautiful apple pieces. I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of them done. I've got about 4 more to do, and I'm going to cut them up. And guys, I promise you, if you ain't got one of these machines and you're like an apple person, this is definitely something you need. So let's go ahead and get the rest of these apples done and this cake going. Guys, I have all my apples cut up, chopped, and ready to go into the cake. Here is all the waste. It will go to my chickens. They will be extremely happy, but it makes them lazy. When I start feeding my chickens junk food like this, well, scraps, it makes them lazy. So this is a treat for them, so I've had to stop that. Anyway, you're going to take the 2½ cups of flour. You're going to sift it, which means you put it into one of these right here, and you do this. You make this like, you're wanting to get rid of basically all of the lumps and stuff, which you will see in a minute. Here's some lumps and stuff. Yeah. And then take it, kind of smash that down just to use them, and yeah, all done. So make sure you sift that. Then we are going to take and add our cinnamon, which is a full teaspoon of cinnamon. And then, looky here. I was cutting up apples. I got them in there. Oh, who cares? They're going in there anyway, right? Take your 2½ cups of flour. Yes, I said 2½ cups, sugar. Pour it in there. So that is all of your dry ingredients. Yep. Go ahead and take those dry ingredients, which is your cinnamon, your sugar. Whoops, you almost forgot. I'm also supposed to add 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Even though this is self-rising flour, it calls for salt anyway, so I just went ahead and added it. And you know what? I might add just a tad bit more cinnamon, because I really like the flavor of cinnamon and apples. Anyway, yeah, I kind of play with my recipes when I got them. Anyway, mix all your dry ingredients up. After that, you go ahead and you take your 5 eggs. Yes, 5 eggs. Y'all, this is what makes this recipe so incredibly rich. And yes, a huge 1.5 cups of oil. You're starting to see why this bad boy is going to be so rich, but it's all pantry items. And the last item, see my arm, is your vanilla. And I'll link this recipe down below because I'm probably saying something wrong. And the last thing you add is, now all you can do is take your beater and go ahead and beat it and mix it together. You notice we added no milk, no any kind of liquid other than the oil and the eggs. Yep, we're going to mix this completely together. This is going to be a thick batter. It is so rich, y'all. It's amazing. Let me go ahead and get this mixed up. Y'all, the smell is amazing. Now you will notice this is a very, very thick batter. Yeah. So now after we've mixed all those together, we're going to take our apples, put them in there. Remember, that is 3 cups of our apples, your choice. And we're just going to take them and fold them in, mix them up, and then go ahead and get them stuck into the pans. So here's what it looks like with the apples in it. See those chunks of apples? Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to make this is going to be a 3-layer cake. I'm hoping to get 3 layers out. These are the little bit larger pans than what you would normally use with the pans that you do regular cakes with. So I'm just going to go ahead and try to get 3 layers out. I wish I had 3, but I do not have 3. So I'm going to go ahead and just get all of this batter into here, get them cooked up. All right, guys, so it's going in the oven at 350 for 20 minutes each, or until you can stick a toothpick or a knife in the middle and it comes out clean. I'm going to come back when I show you when I've got it cooked and I've got it frosted. And it is also going to have a cream cheese frosting, which tops it off and goes over. So I'll bring you back with the finished product. So y'all, I am back and I just wanted to show you I did get my 3 layers. As you can see, I'm already starting to frost the layers. I didn't get them uniform, but I'm happy with it. I did want to show you the frosting, which is also something, if you keep a prepared pantry with basics in it. Y'all, this frosting was nothing but 2 packs of softened cream cheese. This was the Walmart brand. It comes in a 2-pack for $1.57 in my area, along with a stick of butter, both of them softened. Beat up well with your beaters. You can see my little mess there. And add powdered sugar, about 3 cups. I will put the recipe in the description box below, but you can see I am frosting this cake and I'm going to show it to you in the end. It smells amazing, and like I said, y'all, if you've got a prepared pantry with the basics of oil, sugar, salt, flour, butter, those type of things our grandmas and mamas used to keep like 50 and 60 years ago all the time, instead of running out to the store and buying stuff. But if you keep this stuff, you can do this. And like I said, if you didn't have apples on hand, but you have apples back in storage, long-term storage, awesome. Truth be told, you don't even have to add apples to this. This cake is good without the apples. It honestly is. This cake is good without the frosting. It really is. Just improvise and use what you got. So let me go ahead and get this beautiful cake. If you could smell this kitchen, it's amazing. The cinnamon, the apples, and I will be right back to show you the finished product. So guys, I am back, and here is the finished result of this apple cake, and I promise you guys are going to love this. Like I said, this is a 3-layer apple cake. If you have the regular 9-inch pans, or I think your 8-inch, you can make this as many layers as you want to. You just have to cook accordingly. Yes, I tried to make that look like a leaf. It's just cinnamon. It's not going to hurt anything. So let me cut into this and show you what it looks like. Okay, I wanted to show you when I'm cutting into it. Make sure I can get this right. Okay. Y'all, and the thing about this cake, it's going to serve a lot of people because it is so big and it has so many layers. Yeah, I don't want to cut too big of one. I need to cut that smaller. I'm trying to get it as thin as possibly can. I did put this in the refrigerator for about an hour to chill after I frosted it, because it started getting hot in the kitchen. Although it started out cool this morning, it's not cool now. See if I can show you what it looks like on the inside. There it is on the top. Here it is on the plate. Oh my word, y'all. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Now, the recipe, like I said, will be in the description box below. I got this recipe, which is right here. This recipe tells you how to make 1 cake, or it tells you how to make 3 convection cakes. This came from a dear lady at our church who runs a Christian camp with her husband and family. And they are constantly coming up with ideas for stuff. This is one that I got a hold of one time. She brought it to a church dinner. I'm like, oh my word, I got to have this recipe. It's delicious. And what's so amazing about this, you can take this whole cake, this whole entire cake that is frosted and everything like this, get it cold, wrap it with saran wrap, put it on some cardboard, and put it in the deep freezer, and pull it out when you want it and eat it then. That's right. You can freeze this whole entire cake. Seriously, Pull it out for probably about an hour or two. Let it thaw out, and you will have an instant, amazing fall dish. Anyway, hope you guys are having an awesome day. Thank you so much for stopping by. Oh, I can't wait to get a hold of this. And the thing is, it's so rich, you don't need a lot of it. Anyway, recipes in the description box. Thank you so much for stopping by, guys. You have an awesome day. God bless.